Quito City is 2.5 million people living in the city. What you're looking right now, that's south part of Quito. If you see to your right side, that is the West Andes Range. Quito is a valley between East and West Andes Range. It's a large city. All the way north to south is going to be about 60 kilometers, like about 40 miles. Okay, you're pointing right now to the West Andes Range. It's a little cloudy, so we don't see actually the peaks, but over there we have 3 different peaks. All the way north is going to be Rucu Pichincha, then in middle Enchanted Father, and then Guagua Pichincha, which is actually the volcano. The forest that you see right there is the hill that calls Panecillo Hill. There is the Virgin. That is what divides the south of Quito in the left. Then a little bit in the right you have old town of Quito, which is little, and then everything to the right is going to be north. That's how the city is divided. 2.5 million people in Quito. So right there are the peaks of Pichincha. Pichincha is the whole mountain, but then you have 3 peaks. Down there you see a little monument. That is our independence war. And then you have the old town of Quito down there with Panecillo Hill, with the Virgin. We have over there 2 peaks that we don't see with the clouds. They are Ilinizas. We talk in plural because they are 2 peaks. What we call Iliniza Norte and Iliniza South. Iliniza South is going to be 5,200 meters. Nowadays, it's little snow because in Ecuador we need to go higher than that to have snow. Agriculture, you can lose it all. Prices could be high and low, it changes every time. So the mountain that we see here in the left, this is Paso Choa. Paso Choa is a volcano, and actually here, because it's a little cloudy, you don't see well, but this hole is actually the crater. It's not on top as any other volcano, it's a side crater. Okay? There you see Cotopaxi. Okay? Right in front of you, that is Corazon. Corazon is heart. That is Corazon. That's in the West Andes Range, and that's in the East Andes Range. Again, you see the summit of Cotopaxi a little bit in between Rumiñahui and Paso Choa. Okay, Ilinizas used to be with a lot of snow. Now no anymore. The highest peak is south peak of Ilinizas with 5,200 meters, and it's not enough to have snow anymore. And then you have the 3 hills. Those are 3 Marys, Tres Marias. It's private properties. They plant in pine trees because that is a business to do plywood. It's really bad we have these trees in here, because they are too invasive, they are too aggressive. Many little plants already have disappeared because they couldn't fight. That's the gate, that's the entrance. We have to stop for a minute to make a registration. And then from the gate is going to be 7 kilometers. Later, the national park, because we're still in private property. This is only the gate. Believe it or not, we are on a bridge. Looks like it's not a bridge, but it's a bridge. All the stuff that you have in your right side, yes, is product of the melt of the ice. So the first problem we have with the activity of Cotopaxi is going to warm, to get hot, the ice is going to melt, and all this water is going to bring all this stuff. So many cities are going to get flooded. That is the mud that is coming from the volcano. That's because the activity of it. So there's a lot of ashes, there's a lot of mud, a lot of stones. A lot of places are going to get flooded, but actually later on all this is going to be really good for agriculture because the amount of ashes we just need only growing in altitude, not lower. It has a slow growth, 5 centimeters each year. So this is pretty old tree. All right. In Limpio Pungo Valley, Quechua word that means open door. We see in this valley a lot of stones. These stones has been shooted by Cotopaxi volcano since long ago. This is an indigenous land, so we have always tales from our indigenous about the explosions of Cotopaxi. But since arrival of the Spanish, we know that 1877 has been the biggest eruption of Cotopaxi. All the way from here, the ashes reached Pacific Ocean for a period of 15 days. That means no daylight for 15 days. Too many ashes all the way to Pacific Ocean.
I know, I want